All right, this is a very brief video just looking at how we show our work when solving equations and checking solutions. So let's start with this one, x plus 3 equals 14. So first we just want to show how we're solving this, right? So in order to solve for x, we want to subtract 3 from both sides. So I like to just write minus 3 underneath each of these, right? So this is showing that I'm going to subtract 3 from the left side of my equation and from the right side of my equation. So then that's going to leave me with x on the left side of my equation. And on the right side, I have 14 minus 3, which is 11. So once we have the solution, we can box that just to make it clear what our solution is. And then when we check our solution, all we're doing is taking that same equation that we started with, x plus 3 equals 14, right? Because in solving that, we were saying, okay, some number plus 3 equals 14, and I want to know what that number is. So we found out that number must be 11. So to check that that's true, we're just going to substitute this value we found for x. So we say, okay, well, I said x is 11. So on the left side of my equation, I have 11 plus 3. And on the right side of my equation, I have 14. And then we're just going to simplify. 11 plus 13 is 14. So on the left side of my equation, I have 14. And on the right side of my equation, I have 14. Since those are the same number, I know that this is correct. Let's look at another example. So with subtraction, we have n minus 4 equals 12. So we can add 4 to both sides. We'll write that directly beneath. That then leaves us with n on the left side. And on the right side, we have 12 plus 4, which is 16. So we box our solution, and then we check. So again, we write the equation that we started with, n minus 4 equals 12. Then we want to substitute 16 for n, because that's what we said n equals. So we say, all right, well then 16 minus 4 on the left side of my equation, and on the right side I have 12. And again, we now simplify. So on the left, I have 16 minus 4, which is 12. And on the right, I have 12. And since these are the same number, we know that they are correct. N equals 16. Okay, let's look at an example with multiplication. So we have 5 times t equals 30. So in order to isolate t here, we would need to divide by 5. So with these, I like to first rewrite my equation so that I can show I'm dividing by 5 here. So on both sides, I'm dividing by 5. Okay, the reason I'm rewriting the equation is so that on this first line, I still see the original equation. So I've got 5t equals 30, and I'm dividing both sides by 5. So on the left side of my equation, that leaves me with t. And on the right side, 30 divided by 5 is 6. So I have the solution t equals 6, and then we check. So 5 times t equals 30, that's my equation. And I said that t equals 6. So I substitute 6 for t. 5 times 6. So that's the left side of my equation. The right side is 30. Then 5 times 6, I evaluate that. That's 30. So I have 30 on the left side, 30 on the right side. So I know that t equals 6 is the correct solution. Finally, one more example. We have r divided by 4 equals 7. So again, let's start, because we're going to multiply on both sides, let's rewrite our equation. And then we know we're multiplying both sides by 4. So we can show that here. Now on the left side, that leaves me with r. And on the right side, I have 7 times 4, which is 28. So that's my solution. And then we check. So again, we write the original equation, r divided by 4 equals 7. And then we substitute the value that we found for r, which is 28. So 28 divided by 4 should be equal to 7. And 28 divided by 4 is 7. So I get 7 on the left and 7 on the right. So I know that I've done this correctly. Okay, so just a quick look at an example where we get the wrong solution, just so you can see why we check the way that we do, right? So let's say you got, let's do this equation. You have t minus 4 equals 15. Okay, and let's say you got as a solution t equals 11. Okay, so if you were to check your solution, the reason we want to keep the left side and the right side separate, as I've been showing you, is so that we can catch these mistakes. So, for example, we had t minus 4 equals 15. So the right side of my equation says 15. Now on the left side, I said t is 11. So 11 minus 4 should be equal to 15. Now, I look at that, and I know 11 minus 4 is 7. So again, I do the left side, 11 minus 4, and I would write that solution here, 7. And then the right side of my equation is 15. And I can see 7 is not equal to 15. So this is not the correct solution. Okay, so the reason we check our solutions like this is because if you just wrote 11 minus 4, you would probably write out, oh, 11 minus 4 equals 7. That's true, right? Because 11 minus 4 does equal 7, but that's not what we want it to equal, right? T minus 4 needs to equal 15. So we set up our equation as it's supposed to be, and we evaluate and see, oh wait, that's not the correct answer, so I must have made a mistake.